What's goody? Um, this is Jada checking in for the first episode of Mind on Media. Pretty much, I wanted to bring a commentary portion to my Instagram. Since I love to run my mouth about current events, I might as well bring it here to a media platform. Pretty much, I'm going to bring this episode to Instagram and the longer version to TikTok. And yeah, I'm excited to start the first episode. So, pretty much, Mind on Media is going to be about politics, current events, pop culture, whatever's on my mind, like the 50-50 debate, the if the baby's in the pool and needs help, or my husband's in the pool and they need help, who I'm going to save. Stuff not like that, but stuff like that I'm going to talk about. So, pretty much, we're going to enter the episode with these past 2 weeks have been a lot. Firstly, MLK Day on Inauguration Day, and Donald Trump is the president now. Like, how are we feeling 92%? How are we feeling people of color that did not vote for him? How are we feeling? Let's do a check in. How's everyone feeling? Um, Also, the executive orders that he's signing in, it's just a lot to take in at once when you have empathy and emotion for others, and you just feel a lot at once. Another thing, let's talk about symbols and what they mean. The people that see me and we see each other, we see each other.
I see you. We good. Okay. We good. I see. We see each other. We see each other.
The symbol that you saw, don't fall for the okey doke. You know what you saw, believe in it. And remember that what you see is not okay, and don't let anyone make excuses for it. Let's tie into that. He wasn't hailing a cab. He wasn't petting his dog. You see what I'm talking about. Let's lock in for that one. And let's talk about Miss Kim Kardashian and the picture of Miss Melania Trump. How are we feeling about that one? I'll save my opinions for Miss Kimmy on another episode, Miss Kimberly. But it's very telling. I personally don't agree with posting the first lady when you're trying to do bail reform and didn't pass the mini bar. But anyways, we could talk about that more in detail. But how are we feeling about that one? Also, I want to talk about like integrity when it comes to money and morals. Where does your integrity lie when money's on the table? And I'm bringing that up because I grew up listening to Soulja Boy. I was born in the late 90s, so obviously I wasn't that big into Snoop Dogg, but like my family listened to him, and I grew up listening to Nelly. And it just makes me wonder, when does the integrity and moral stop? Like, what number in the bank account makes you decide that you're not going to care about your community anymore or the greater good of the American people because you got some extra dollar signs in your pocket? When, I don't know, it just baffles me a little bit. Just baffles me a little bit. Next topic, which kind of made me laugh, but the comparisons of Bad Bunny and Richard Pryor. Do they look alike? I think they look alike a little bit. Benito could be, Richard Pryor's cousin. I see it. But I'm bringing this up because talking about the latest album he dropped, I haven't taken a full listen to it yet, but I've been watching a lot of think pieces and pretty much engaging in content where Puerto Rican people and Latinx people have said that the album holds a special place in their heart, and he's being very outspoken and He's being very outspoken and pretty much being a revolutionary for the Puerto Rican people, the Latinx people. And it makes me think of Kendrick Lamar's album that he dropped last year, December-ish. It just makes me think that community during these times is very essential. Feeling liberated in your community, working together, keeping smiles on each other's faces, locking in, and getting into hobbies. During this time, I'm taking this time and rest and relaxation to a degree, pretty much doing hobbies, doing things that I love, because in a time of turmoil and chaos, you kind of lose the plot and you don't take care of yourself. And I think that's very important for building community and not starting a revolution, but getting things back to where they need to be, where things are right. And I think these albums, well, I listened to Kendrick Lamar's album. I plan to listen to Bad Bunny's album. But just listening to Kendrick Lamar's album is just unapologetically black. And I think that's what we needed after the election results that we received. I'll be honest, I cried that night. I couldn't sleep. And it was like, I didn't want to believe it, but those who understand what I'm saying, it's kind of humbling and it kind of hurts. Not kind of, it does hurt to see that people will vote against their best interests because of their ideals and their morals and not for the greater good of the American people. So I think music will be very pivotal during this time. Locking in, listening to things you enjoy, doing hobbies, and I think next episode I'm probably gonna do a review of Bad Bunny's album. I speak a little bit of Spanish, more than the average person, but I'm a bit rusty because I haven't used it in like a few years. But I took Spanish for 3 years in college, not in college. I took Spanish for 3 years in high school, and then I took it for a year in college. And I would use it here and there, but definitely I think since I'm talking about hobbies and I love linguistics, I'm gonna start learning Spanish, and I hope that you guys come with me on this journey of relearning Spanish and Korean and becoming a trilingual girl. But yeah, thank you for joining in the first episode of Mind on Media, not me making up a new name, but Mind on Media, and I hope to see you here for the next one. Have a good one, y'all.